Hi, this is Jim K from StairwayToVideo.com with another one of my video tips. Today I'd like to talk about something that I use a lot and is near and dear to my heart, and that is a shotgun microphone. I've got one here to show you. It is the Technica AT875R. It's a short shotgun microphone that needs phantom power. Anyway, I want to do some sound testing for you so you can make the decision for yourself if it's something you'd like to get. So anyway, let's get started. This AT875R is a compact, short shotgun microphone and is under 7 inches in length. It's a condenser mic and can only be powered with phantom power. The all-aluminum tube has a nice fit and finish, with an XLR input. Okay, for today's test, we're going to be testing the Audio-Technica AT875R. It's a shotgun microphone that uses phantom power. It does not have a battery. It only uses phantom power. So as you can kind of see from my setup, I've got two microphones. I've got one above me right here. That's attached to my Canon 60D. And then I have another, same thing, I've got another AT875R attached to my iPhone, which is right there. And now you can see them both in the picture here. So let's start out with this one first here. I'm going to aim it right toward my mouth here. So, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Sound check, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Now let's give it 5 seconds of silence. And just so you know, both these microphones are running into an iRig Pre, which is an economical preamp. They're around, I don't know, $35. And what it does is it allows you to gain stage the audio into your camera or into the iPhone so that you can get that good clean sound. Now, in the midst of this, sometimes my air conditioning kicks on, so you may hear that in the meantime. So now let's go over to the iPhone. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Sound check, 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. And let's give that 5 seconds of silence. Okay, both of these microphones, this one is attached to my iPhone, and this one is attached to the 60D again. This one is about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches away from my mouth, and this one is away from my mouth about a foot because I'm using it as a shotgun style microphone. So anyway, that's the beginning portion of this sound check or sound review for the Audio-Technica AT875R. All right, there's one thing I noticed. The audio coming out of my iPhone didn't sound as good as the audio coming out of my Canon. So I decided to just redo this. So now I'm talking into this Audio-Technica AT875R. I'll give you a little sample. Okay, so I was getting kind of a garbled or almost like a funny noise in the background while I was using this. So I decided to shut this one off. I'm not using my Canon at the moment and just going with the iPhone 6S. So let's try it one more time. I'm going to first give it 5 seconds of silence. And now I'm going to do mic check, 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. And let's see how this sounds. And then we'll come back and finish up the review. Okay, after I went back and looked at this audio, listened to the audio from the iPhone, I realized that I'm getting a little bit of a garbling, and I don't know where that's coming from. So so what I'm trying to do is figure out where that would come from. I think I had a little trouble with, let's see, some of the cabling down below there, and that may have been part of the issue. But I can't believe that it would be the cabling. What the heck is that? It's like somebody's throwing something at me. Anyway, the cabling was The cabling was part of it was giving me an issue, so I don't know if it was because it was next to some of the wires for my charging cables or not. So I just don't know what was going on. So I'm going to try to figure that out in a minute. So let's get back to this review. Okay, I don't know what was going on in that last segment with the little wads of paper hitting me, but anyway, that's another topic we'll have to play with. But anyway, I've got these two Audio-Technica AT875s right here. One, again, is about a foot away from my mouth. This one's about 7-8 inches away. This one is going into my Canon 60D. This one is going into my iPhone 6S. I don't know which sound that you like better, but probably this one's got a little bit deeper sound going into my iPhone, but it also has that little bit of a garbled effect when I'm not talking. So when there's a little silence, you can hear this tiny bit of a garble. I have no idea where it's coming from. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. This one, I think, is a lot cleaner going into the Canon only because I'm able to gain stage it into the Canon. And I'm not sure if you know what gain staging is, but it's where you can lower the gain on the camera in order to raise the gain using something like an iRig Pre. That way you get clean audio out of the preamps inside of the iRig Pre rather than using the preamps in your camera. And if I've got time, I'm going to show you that a little bit in the end of the video here. But anyway, so Canon, iPhone. Talking into the iPhone right now, the iPhone 6S, using this Audio-Technica 875. Now I'm switching back over to the Canon. You're hearing the microphone right here going into the Canon 60D. So now that we've kind of heard a little bit of this audio, let's take one of these microphones outside and we'll try it outside. Okay? Let's go. Okay, I'm now outside on the front porch testing out this Audio-Technica AT875R to see how good it sounds outside. There's a slight breeze, things are moving around a little bit, there's people sometimes walking down the road. There's no construction going on today, so that's a good thing, but I don't know if you can hear the birds. There's a highway about a mile away from here. So we're just testing this out, so let's do a little sound check. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a few seconds of silence. Kids screaming in the distance here. So it's always fun being outside and trying to do video. So I'm probably about 7 feet away from the microphone, about the same for the camera. I've got the microphone on a separate stand, but you could mount it in a hot shoe above it if you're going to do a run and gun type of a thing. So this is just a sample of what it would be like shooting video outside with the Audio-Technica AT875R. Right, this time I moved the microphone closer to me. Last time the microphone was about 6-7 feet away. Now I've got it about 2 feet above my head. And I'm going to pull it down here so you can get an idea. There, so now it's about 1.5 feet away. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's about where it would be, and then you'd frame in closer so that you wouldn't see the microphone. But again, it's about 1.5 feet away. I've got somebody mowing the lawn across the street from me, so there's a little bit of that noise. And I also noticed in that last clip that the ambient noise was very loud. The hiss was very loud. So I'm hoping now that we've turned the gain down a little bit on the iRig Pre and that we've got the microphone closer, that the hiss won't be as bad. So we'll check it out and see. Okay, this time I'm on a back porch. I've got the microphone very close to me. In fact, it's about less than 1 foot away from my mouth, aiming down at me. I know you can't see it from the camera, but I'll show it right now. So that's what it looks like. There's an umbrella above me. I know on the front porch there was a little echoey because of the fact there was a ceiling or a roof on that porch. But yeah, this is what it would sound like outside in a little bit different situation. We've got some construction going on back here. It's kind of a rhythmic grinding noise. I know that they're actually tearing down some trees today back there. So that's what that rhythmic, louder noise is. But yeah, I think I've got the ISO set at 640 as I'm filming this. 24 frames a second, 1/50th of a second shutter speed. And that's where I'm at the moment. So let's give it a few seconds of silence. And there we are. So that's the Audio-Technica AT875R outside on a back porch in a little bit different lighting and sound situation. So as you just saw, this Audio-Technica 875 would be a great mic to use either indoor or outdoor. As a matter of fact, it is my go-to mic when I need a shotgun microphone. Everything that I used in this video will be in the description below. Also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Man, I always want to come out here and talk to you folks by myself. This is cool. He has no idea what my plans are for world domination when I want to take over the world. Get back in there, you knucklehead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll go back in. Oh, my gosh. We go through this every week.